when we were working on that building, and that's because I have done a lot. Because that last episode that you watched on, let's see, that would have been Sunday. The last episode that you watched on Sunday, if you watched it, it was uploaded Sunday anyway, 2 days ago. That was recorded a month ago. So, I've been on the world, just kind of building things. I built this on stream. I built a bunch more roads on stream. Filled in a lot of the plots and stuff. Like this plot's completely filled in. This one's been filled in, and these are both filled in completely as well. But enough with fish bish. We'll leave that mostly for the streams. We were working on a bank last time. So what we're gonna do now is build the roof and start working on the second floor, because this floor is done. And you also may notice that I moved these to the end, as opposed to having them stay right at the very front. Okay, so for the roof of this building, I'm thinking we can use prismarine blocks and/or dark prismarine, because I think it'll match really nicely with this stuff. Yeah, I just think it'll match really nicely. So let's see. We'll do part of it in the prismarine blocks, and then we'll do part of it in the dark prismarine. We can move this elevator to make it fit better. We're probably going to use the sea lanterns as lights, just because they work very well as lights. So let's look down here. This looks like a very ceiling-ish ceiling, and this, I think I like this more. So let's use this. Let's just get rid of this part of the elevator right here, because it's not really. We'll fix this side in a minute. Let's get ourselves some swiftness, and we can start filling in this roof, and then we can lay out the floor plans. Wrong block. Yep, and for the next level, it's going to be mostly tiny offices, still customer service areas, I think. And then we start getting up into the higher levels, and that's where this starts to become more corporate areas. So the next level is going to be a bunch of little cubicles. Bunch of cubicles with a lot of space for customer interaction, like down here on this floor, except it's going to be more like specific offices, I guess. So these are going to be the actual workers that work with specific customers. These are going to be their offices. And start going up to the top, we can start getting into more corporate stuff, like accounting and stock market tradings. Because this is the bank, you know. They gotta make some profit. And then the corporates are going to be on the top, like the heads of the company, CEOs and such. Okay, so as we're filling this in, we're going to start to get like a little mind picture of what we're going to do up here. So what I'm thinking is that we have like a little open lobby in this area, and just a bunch of these offices aren't going to be huge, I don't think. So we're just going to have a bunch of just smaller offices going along this floor, and we might have a couple of these floors, like two or three, I'm thinking, because that seems pretty reasonable to me on the amount of floors, and it'll make us a lot more able to start working on other projects while I copy paste some of this stuff. So we're gonna come down here first and work on some lighting, because this area needs lighting. So let's use sea lanterns, because I think these could work very well. We can put one right above the this one, and right here, and then right above this one. And we're gonna, so it's gonna be, that's basically the spacing between the lights, and now we're just gonna need to decide. Like, so this is 5 blocks. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then do another one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another one. I think I like that. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So right here, we're gonna go pop and pop. Okay, pop. There we go. And then on this final row of this, we're gonna go there and there. So there we go. This is this floor complete. I think it looks good. I do like it. I might change some of it to this because it looks a bit much. I mean, I like it, but to me it just looks like a bit much on the prismarine bricks. So now we're up here. We're going to start working on the floor. So the floor down here was bedrock with some carpet on top of it. Up here we're going to make it feel more nice, I suppose, and we're going to use dark oak because I just love me some dark oak. It's just such a nice looking block. It's like, I don't know, it's just really nice. It's got a lot of contrast with a lot of other blocks, because most of the blocks are lighter colored. But this is just a really nice brown color, which is pretty good because it's pretty hard to get a nice brown color for a lot of the time. So here we are. We're just gonna fill in a good chunk of this floor so we can start working on a couple of the offices. And we're just gonna fill in this floor and lay out the plans for how big the offices are gonna be, where they're gonna be situated, and how big the lobby area is going to be. We're just gonna lay out a nice floor plan. And we're gonna have to do something with this window because it can't always. We gotta have some dividers up in it because the way it is, it could look not as great. But for the next project, we're definitely gonna want to finish this building and this building. I might add a couple more floors to this thing outside of the episode. The Twin Horizons Hotel and the Southwest American Bar and Grill. We're gonna want to add stuff on top of that one because I think it looks a bit stumpy with compared to how the rest of the city is gonna look. And across the way behind the grill, the bar and grill, is gonna be a hospital. I'm gonna have a hospital in this lot right here. This entire lot's gonna be a nice big hospital. Because you gotta have a place for people to go when they're sick, you know? So let's get some andesite, polished andesite, and look how we did it here. Okay, got it. So we can fill in this part, get out some stone, and fill, and then we can use this as a temporary door. We might change these, but I kind of like the way these look as just doors for these. So this room is going to be 4 blocks high. These floors are definitely going to be 4 blocks high. I feel like that's a good height for them. And we're just going to start working on the floor plan right now. We can use the stone. So there's going to be like little tiny hallway here. We're going to want to connect all the way to the window. And then we can have a nice openish area here, right like this, I'm thinking, and we can have maybe 4 offices per floor. which is pretty good. So let's just, that's 3 out, and this is also 3 out. There we go. So this is looking really nice. I'm thinking this, and then we can have like a little divider here, and here, and maybe a door there, and there, and there, and there. So this is going to be an office, and this is going to be an office. This is all going to be a lobby space. Actually, I might make these come in a bit more, just to there. I think that'll look good, because it'll give the offices a bigger feel, so that they feel bigger without actually detracting too much from the feel of this little lobby area. And yeah, I like that. That looks good to me. So this is our floor plan for this. So now we gotta decide on the blocks we want to use. Down below, we had a nice combination of blues, like cyan blues, and reds. With the red clay, they look like clay bricks, but they're sandstone bricks. Okay, so what we're gonna do is most definitely use. Ooh, we could use red sand, because the sand texture looks really nice, and the red would match with the sand theme, or the color theme, and I think it would look really nice. So yeah, I'm liking this already. We're almost certainly gonna stay with this, unless I get to the end and I decide, ew, that looks disgusting, which I doubt will happen. In which case, I'll just change it in my own time. So look at this. This is going good. We're gonna make this a really nice area. A really nice looking area for patrons of our fine establishment. For this, we're gonna use. Let me think. These doors. I think these doors would work really nice for this. The spruce doors. I feel like these would be a really nice addition to this, just if only because they look like accountant stores. I mean, they got the little kind of windows in them, but not really anything really see-through. I don't know. It just looks like an accountant store to me. It may not to you, but we're gonna go with it for now. Although I'm not quite sure how I like the contrast between this and this. We might have to use a lighter door. Like maybe this birch door. Because yeah, birch doors match really nice. But do we want the door to blend in really? Maybe a jungle door. Jungle doors are really good. Nah, I'm definitely thinking this. Yeah, there's something. I think the windows are the key seller for me. We can add something else onto these walls to make them more friendly to the eye, I suppose. But for now, we're just gonna leave them pretty blank slates, because this is just gonna be a pretty rough outline of what we're gonna do with this area. And we gotta be careful because we're using sand, and sand is a gravity affected block, unfortunately. I wish we could turn off like the gravity affected blocks and stuff. In creative mode anyway. I wish that was an option. That would just be so helpful. Actually, over the doors I might use something else, like maybe a this, but then I'd have to turn the doors like this. Actually, I like that. I think. Okay. Okay then, I guess I kind of had that coming. And here above that we can put just a normal red sandstone block, I think. I don't know. It looks good. It it looks like too much red to me, I think. So maybe what we should do is do some acacia, because I like the acacia in this texture pack. So like acacia above the doors. Ooh, I do not like that. That is not a good. That is not a good thing. So this looks bland and really boring, and we could just do these. These might look nice. The white to kind of be different, and it would be like a bluish ceiling. Like I might use cyan for the ceiling. Okay, so we can use polished diorite for this. Yeah. And then down here we can get back out our doors, our spruce doors, and yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So over here we're gonna do the same thing. Pop these doors, flip them around, put the stair there, pop this door, stair, if I don't break the blocks. Here we go. Because, I mean, across the way, I don't know what we're going to have, but it's always nice to have a nice window. We might actually move this window back, so it's not, like, right in the frame. We might move it back a block. Okay. This and this. So this is looking good so far. The elevator's here. You go down and go up eventually. And... oh, I almost forgot a door. There we go. So let's work on one of these, one of the sides. Let's work on this side. We can do this room right now. So in the room, I think we should give him, or this employee, him or her, a nice, long, big desk. There we go. Right here we can kind of clear that part out. And it looks like a nice desk. Behind it we can put a nice... one of the nice iron door chairs with the snow, okay, so like snow, iron door. There you go. So it looks like a nice desk. We can maybe give him a laptop, and then what we spruce and this. Where's the stairs? There's the stairs. We need slabs. There we go. Cabinet, because I mean he's a banker, he's got to have a filing cabinet. What kind of banker doesn't have a filing cabinet? One that's not making sales, I guess. Because then that looks like a nice filing cabinet that you can kind of get into. Like the doors open and you can pull out the drawers. We can put some over here too. Let's go there. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Dang it. Okay. So this is like a nice looking office for this guy. We can put, we can give him a cup of coffee. If I can find it, there it is. Give him a cup of coffee. Sit on his desk. And yeah, so let's see if the keyboard still works. Or the little tiny thing still works. Let's see. Where's the signs? Signs. It's like boom. Okay. And then get a little picture frame. If I can find it, there it is. Oh, there we go. Nice. So we got him his little laptop right there. This little, don't open up your chairs, ladies and gentlemen. So he's got his laptop, his cup of coffee, his 2 client seats. Yeah. That's looking good. It's a little coffee. Those do make good coffee cups, I do have to say. So this guy's office is pretty good. It's going pretty good. We might want a wall right along this part. Ooh, I just realized about this. Actually, we should move this. Get rid of this because we want to put a wall right here. So let's get out the this red sand. Put a wall right along here behind his desk. There we go. And put a wall around the side too. Nope. We can put the wall here along this, which gives him more space. So that's good because the outside's going to be here. So, boom. I don't know how we're gonna. Might have to fill that in with just a filler block. Let's fill this. Actually, yeah, let's just use this. So we're gonna quickly go around and build it so we can get all the walls in on these two floors. Yup, okay, there we go. And right here, we actually might make the wall come straight up to this window, or this floor come straight up to the window. Just because it might make more sense when we're talking about the actual build. And no one's going to be able to see this andesite row we're placing here. It's going to be covered by the outside wall. But we can put sand here now, just to make his office that much more legitimate. Because I mean, what's an office without all its walls? Your office will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 walls. 6-walled office, not counting the roof and floor. That's a pretty good office, man. This guy is obviously one of the managers of these PR guys. Whoop. Okay. On the next floor, we might make them a bit more even, I guess, in size. These guys can be the managers. We're just going to copy this over there, reversed. Actually, I'm trying to think. Because this is just too much red in an office for me. I think we might make some of the walls blue. Like, so we can use this wall. No, we're not using that. Where is it? Cyan. We can use this for this wall. That's what I'm thinking. Nice blue wall along the side here. Maybe even right here too. Just because it gets to be a bit much in the red after a minute. It starts out good, but that's just like, questionable. Okay, so we're just going to finish filling in this wall right here, and the one going across here, just to see how that looks. And I think it'll look much, much better. Like, much better. So, oh yeah, I already like this a ton more. So on the outside, we might actually extend this stuff out one more. So like this, his wall could go like this. His filing cabinet could be kind of in the wall, you know. So we kind of delete those. Yeah. And shelves. Oop. Yeah, I'm liking this. It's a much better office thing. And right here, ooh, doesn't matter really. We can break this out here and expand this part out. That's what I'm thinking. Because already this office looks much better to me. I don't know. It gets to be a bit much in the red after a while. But that's just my opinion. Okay, so yeah, this is looking good. We're coming up on the area where we're going to start to finish up what we're doing and end the episode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this row. And already this looks like a really nice office. I don't know. I just like the blue for the office more than I like the red. So what we're going to do over here, so we can add another filing cabinet here. But over here we're just going to basically do the same thing, but a smaller version. So right here we can get these. Let's see. Pop out this desk. There we go. So this is a nice little desk again. This guy's a little computer here. Oop, that's a clock. Let's there we go. Got his little computer. His coffee mug. There we go. Coffee mug, right there. Keeps it away from his computer because this guy is smarter than the other guy. So we're gonna get the back of his chair going. Boom. We're gonna do the little front of it in a minute. So let's get the these, this, and the snow. So we gotta do the 2 snow blocks, the slab, the slab, this, and this. Yeah, okay, I did have a space. Okay, it looked kind of weird. So he's up in his desk, just like blah 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 blah. Your credit reports, finances. And over here we can get out this and kind of go boom, 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 boom. Yep. Right here we can just do the boom boom and the boom boom. And now we can start to just fill in the walls. So we'll fill in the walls on this side. We'll fix everything in the next episode. Or we'll fix the outside of this building. This part you'll see on the outside, this part. We'll fix it for this next area. And then we're probably just going to copy and paste that up. The next. Ooh. Okay, this guy might only have 1 client at a time. Yup, this guy's only going to get 1 client at a time. Okay, so his desk is right up against this wall, but he doesn't care. He is a businessman, and he don't give a fuck. There we go. So we're gonna quickly fill in this area, and then I'm gonna end out the episode. So thank you guys for watching so much. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed. If not, don't, I guess. Content should be getting better. If you didn't enjoy it, I should say. So yeah, like, subscribe if you enjoyed, and if you didn't enjoy it, leave comments to suggest improvements I can make to just my build style, like in the way that I build, the commentating, the editing, stuff like that. Anything that you think would make it more enjoyable for you guys to watch, because YouTube is entertainment, man, and it's important that you are entertained while you watch YouTube, because otherwise you're just not going to want to watch it, you know? So as I fill in these last doors, I'm just going to say thank you for watching, and make sure that you enjoy your day, I guess, because it's important that you enjoy your day. Because if you don't enjoy your day, it's not a good day, man. You just gotta enjoy your life. Okay, so that we finished this side, I'll move these walls up now. We'll do the exterior of the entire, like, this side of the building. We can do that next episode, and we can also work on the lobby area. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, again. And I will see you guys in the next episode.